Welcome back, boys and some girls. I'm back with another Lotharia server update. There hasn't been much going on, so I didn't make one, but after the last big server update, there is a bit more to talk about, so let's go. Last episode we talked about how the server started with the mass amounts of players running around the map, trying to level up and gear up, and also running into the same mob spawning problems. Besides that, I also talked about how the mayor and the guild of Eisenhower was leaving the node and a new election began. The winners of the elections were Soldeus, the guild I mentioned previously as the server's villains. Their first action was to declare war on the Miraleth node. That resulted in quite the massacre because Miraleth didn't really offer any resistance, and as siege battles were not really in the game yet, it was very similar to a guild war with only player death counting and no physical node destruction. Shortly after, we got an update, so tier 1 stones now also drop tier 1 minerals. You can find some copper and zinc inside of a basalt stone, just like it was shown on the stream long ago by Steven. Jova unlocked the journeyman mining for the whole server, and it actually allowed to clear the big amount of iron that was just sitting around the map. This actually allows for the minerals economy to start flowing as it would in the final product of the game, with no technical difficulties actually blocking the market. However, we were still blocked in all other gathering professions. Due to the emptiness of the desert, buildings like the hideworks in Eisenhower started to decay, and it didn't really help when players tried to send caravans. They were attacked by members of Soldeus, who funnily enough controls one of the desert nodes. To their credit, they did say after this incident that people who want to come with resources should actually let them know, and they will let them pass without any trouble. Even with that, desert nodes were still lagging behind, but the hideworks in Eisenhower was saved from decay and everything continued as always. The next journeyman gathering profession to be unlocked was hunting in Miraleth, the long-awaited first step to the new mounts that everyone has been waiting for. Right as it was unlocked, people flocked to upgrade their bows and then ran to hunt any kind of journeyman creatures they can, with focus on griffins for the gear, of course. I assume some people also try to get the griffin for the mounts, but it's not in the game, so only carcasses were extracted. Soldeus seems to be the most triggering name on the server to players, as they seem to control most of the important resources, or at the very least seem to be the most vocal about it. Either through player interaction with them or through direct Discord PvP. There are less and less complaints about them, and I do wonder if it's because people have stopped playing the game, or because they just got used to the server's villains. By now it was time for Intrepid to turn the server into a 5-day work week, with you slaving away to level and gear up. Tuesday and Wednesday were chosen to be the days off where the server isn't active. After that, things pretty much remained the same, between a bit more Discord skirmishes and some cheating accusations, and to be honest, I didn't really play the game a lot, I didn't really log in too much. Number 1, Marvel Rivals, and number 2, there was nothing really to do. This changed a bit recently when the desert got a visual overhaul with new tier 1 and tier 2 resources to gather. Due to the fact that most of the server already passed the need for novice and apprentice items, the demand isn't overwhelmingly crazy, but it is nice to see that eventually when we get another wipe, it will be easier to gather resources. I will show you a short montage of how the desert looks right now, so enjoy. Now we only need some point of interest and the desert looks to be pretty much complete, and I'm curious to see if the desert node will now get a boost in building status, but so far they are still pretty much abandoned. Along with this update we also got a nice amount of new mounts in the desert, and of course we had a small game breaking bug where everybody could actually make a journeyman mount after the update landed due to some kind of bug that is now fixed. So if you got your mount, congrats. If you didn't, then go buy it for cheap because you know they didn't work for it. Another happy or sad news is that, depending on you, is that crocs are now fixed. Their water speed is finally great, but their land speed is much lower. They simply switch between the land and the water speed. Markets have also gotten a big upgrade recently with the introduction of time-limited listing. So now most cities have 20 to 30 pages, with Miraleth having over 60 instead of over 100 in all nodes. I'll now give you an update of how the server looks building and profession wise. If you want more detailed versions, go to lotharia.gg. The Discord is not really active too much anymore because the mayor stopped sending information, so go check their own stuff. Okay, here we go. Halcyon has laboratory, textile mill and school of construction. Jova has laboratory, textile mill, factory and the school of construction. Miraleth has the agriculture supply, cookhouse, school of construction and farm. New Ayla has the wood shop and a farm. Winstead has the wood shop, smithy, trade bureau and a factory. Eisenhower has the hideworks, Asmaran textile mill and woodshop, Sunhaven has the hideworks and the trade bureau. For professions I will only say the journeyman because we have all the novice and apprentice in the servers, so there is nothing special to say. For journeyman we have hunting, animal husbandry, mining, metalworking and carpentry. Our mayors are Sunorus from Halcyon, Virdana from Jova, Jack from Miraleth, Bonnie Ace from New Ayla, Ludocrat from Winstead, Rato from Eisenhower, Joy Dragon from Asmaran, and Argo from Sunhaven. And that's pretty much the end of this update. The server gets updates that are pretty much the same thing, and the player base isn't crazy high, so I don't know how it will actually affect the plan that needs to happen to get all the journeyman stuff unlocked. I have no idea how this will happen, and maybe the rogue update will bring back players, but from talks I see on the Discord, people are not really crazy excited for it to stay for long. They will check it out and leave again. So I have no idea what will happen, but this will probably be an update that will take a long time until I do another one because it's pretty much the same and nothing much is getting added. I'm not going to just say, hey, we unlocked this again, because it's not interesting. So probably it's going to be a long break for the next update. I don't know. We'll see. But that's going to be it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. If you didn't, let me know why so I can improve. Besides that, keep yourself safe. See you in the next one. Bye bye.